are so excited to be back on ZoeTV, and this segment is our new favorite.
It certainly is.
Our new resident spotlight, Marlon Zimmerman. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
So we caught wind that you moved on campus. You've been here for how long? How many months?
About 3 months.
3 months. Okay. You have a long history of how you got to Glencroft, and I don't know if a half hour does justice to what this guy has accomplished in his life, because it makes us look like we are doing nothing.
Well, we are, but that's...
This guy's just like a celebrity, like a real celebrity.
Look like it, yes.
So, Marlon, why don't you give the viewers a little glimpse into your life? You've done so much, and walk us through your journey to Glencroft.
Well, I started barbering in 1958 in Rice Lake, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And the barber that I worked for was an ex-pro fighter from Chicago. And so he talked me into golden gloves.
Oh, okay.
And so I did that.
So you're a boxer. You were as a boxer, young.
Yeah.
What age would you have been boxing?
18.
18.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
And anyway, also I'm a musician. I play the accordion, and I would work nights doing in different clubs doing the accordion.
And where was that at?
In Rice Lake, Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin. Okay.
And I was working at a club nights in Minneapolis at the Francis Drake Hotel. And they were having a convention or something, and WLUK Television 11 from Green Bay offered me the job to play on their noon shows in Green Bay.
Wow. Play the accordion.
And the accordion.
Wow, fun.
So I moved to Green Bay, and I also part of the, I decided to put a barbershop right by this. Channel 11 is right next to also Lambeau Field and Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
So I put my shop real close there, and I would play the accordion on the noon show, and they, as part of my pay, I could have spots on their television shows. And some of the football players started coming in for haircuts.
Sure.
And the first one I had was John Spillis. He was a wide receiver. And the Packers cut him, and he came to me and he says, my roommate would like to take over what we're doing. That was Jim Carter from, he was Packers' #1 linebacker for 9 years.
Wow. So what year would this have been when you opened that shop up?
In 1969.
69. Okay.
And Jim did my commercials, and also he made sure the players came to me for their haircuts.
Oh, man.
And the only black player that I had those years was James Lofton, and we became good friends.
Okay.
And I see on TV, James is on a lot of times on TV, his head shaved, but he had a nice head of hair. But anyway.
So you were basically the official barber for the Packers back then.
Actually, 16 years.
16 years.
Yeah.
The official barber for the Green Bay Packers.
And I had all the coaches. My best friend was Lou Carpenter. He was a wide receiver coach. And he ended his career being a wide receiver coach for the Eagles. But he was also the last Packer to play offense and defense in 1961.
Wow. Okay. All right.
And he told me the easiest job he had was when he had James Lofton as wide receiver and John Jefferson, who was from ASU.
Yeah, sure. Wow. So I bet you have Did you have the opportunity to, I know you were their barber and whatnot, but did you do social events with a lot of the Packers, become friends with a lot of the...
I put together a band, and the Packers, when they'd have doings like at Riverside Ballroom, they'd have my band and stuff.
Okay.
Well, and you probably became their psychologist too, right? Did you hear all their
Ooh,
stories?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I learned to keep my mouth shut because the coaches would say things that you knew you shouldn't repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
would
the
be
same
hard.
way with players, they would say things that you knew you better not repeat.
That's right. And I bet the statute of limitations have run out on that. So do you have any little secrets for
You're
us?
right. We won't tell them.
I got one that I could tell.
Okay.
Oh.
Jim Carter was from Minneapolis. He played golf with the sports writer in Milwaukee. And Jim told the sports, that's when the hockey team was coming to the Twin Cities. And Jim told the sports writer, he said, if I don't get more money, I'm going to go to pro hockey. And I was supposed to be on the hush.
Yeah.
It was all over the papers the next day.
Oh, boy.
Dan Devine called him in the office. He gave me, I think it was either $25,000 or $50,000 raise. And Jim told me, he says, I don't think I could even skate anymore, you know.
You just use that as some leverage over the phone. Oh, my God. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you were telling me as we were walking over, your whole family is in this barber industry and doing the barbershop
I have
thing.
a son and 2 daughters. They're barbers. I have 2 grandchildren that are barbers.
Wow. All still in Green Bay, or?
Well, my grandson had worked with my son for quite a while, but my son had another shop in Appleton, and he sold that to my grandson. So my grandson has a shop in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And anyway, barbering's been very good at it.
Yeah. Well, I found it interesting. He said that you worked at the oldest barber shop in Arizona when you first got out here. Is that right?
It was in Chandler, yeah.
And what year did that get founded? How long has that been around?
It opened in 1912.
Oh.
And it's in Old Chandler where all the hotel and
So you were the barber there when you came to Arizona.
no, I started in a shop at the Goldwater Center with Hans of Austria. I also was doing women's hair and men's hair.
Okay.
But,
And wait, where was that?
that was in Scottsdale.
Okay.
Okay.
I think there was a Goldwater building at one time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. Okay, so we've got some background. Now you're going to have a full line out your door when they find out where you live. Everybody cut hair because
My daughter's making some cards so I can, because I've been doing some cutting here in the
have you?
center, yeah.
That's
yeah.
much needed.
Yes, and they have been, maybe we should block this part, but the residents are waiting for someone.
Well, it's hard with
On
COVID.
campus.
We couldn't get a lot of people on campus, and so
I had that. So I was in the hospital.
so you had COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So did my wife.
Wow. Last year?
Yeah, it was in October, November.
Okay.
If it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be here. Because
Wow.
I had such a sore throat I couldn't swallow, and she made me.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
what was her symptoms like, or how did it? Were you guys different symptomatically, or how
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But it weakens you. My wife is still weak, and so am I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to work out a little bit, but
Yeah. No, you're doing good down there, but it takes time to bounce back from something like that.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And just being in the hospital, how long were you?
Actually, I was in there just a few hours.
Okay.
They called my wife at midnight to come and get me because they couldn't do any more or whatever.
So you didn't need to be on a ventilator or any of
No.
that. You just needed to be by yourself and write it out.
Right.
Wow. It's tough stuff.
Well, okay, so you've had quite a journey then, and so a big piece of your life, as we've read about you, you've been in magazines, you've been in newspapers, and we were kind of reading it this morning. And the music industry and the accordion, obviously, you talked earlier, you're actually still playing. People can go watch you play right now.
Right now, it's just Fridays and Saturdays at House Murphy in Glendale.
Oh, wow. And it's such a great place. So what time do you play?
I'm there 5:30 to 7:30.
Okay.
And I'm in, I do some strolling, but I'm kind of in the bar area and then in the dining. And
oh, that's awesome. We'll have to
go. Yeah, that sounds
I've been doing German restaurants since 1960. I started out at the Francis Drake Hotel in Minneapolis. Then I got in with a band, and they were the nation's #1 polka band, Whoopie John polka band from Minnesota.
Oh my gosh! I just think planes, trains, and automobiles.
I know. Yes. Oh, that's.
And Frankie Yankovic, you've probably heard of him.
Frank Yankovic.
The accordion player.
Yeah, okay.
He used to come out here winters and we'd go and we'd have jam sessions at his place.
Wow. That is cool.
Okay, so how did you learn to play the accordion? Because that's not easy.
Good question.
My mother saw an ad in a Ladysmith paper in Wisconsin
Okay.
that 10 lessons, you got free use of an accordion.
Okay.
And when you start out, you're not too good.
Well, that's a lot to play.
But I overheard my dad telling my mother in the kitchen, because I was trying to, he says, he's too damn dumb to learn that instrument. And that's all the incentive I need.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there
So
you
you've been
go.
playing with a chip on your shoulder ever
So
since.
you showed them.
So I'd take a piece of paper, and every lesson I'd do 50 times every day.
Wow.
Actually, later on, when I was barbering, I went to McPhail's School of Music in Minneapolis or St. Paul. And I was fortunate to get a sax player that Art Golden, his name, and he could play all instruments.
Okay.
He was so good, he was lead trumpet with the Shrine Circus Band, traveling band. And he played sax with the Von Monroe Orchestra. I know you never heard of that one. They were a name band back in its day.
Okay.
And anyway, he'd come on the job. I got a job at the Dallas House on the border of Minnesota and Wisconsin. And we played there for 9 years. He came on the job with a tenor sax, flute, clarinet, trombone, and trumpet. And he led the Coast Guard band in New York City.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And he taught me a lot on chords and tempos. Big thing is tempo and songs.
Wow. So you've been around some real talent.
Yeah.
Always.
That's amazing.
Well, you got to let Ross know that you play. Ross in activities.
Yeah. Then when I came to Phoenix, I got to know through the union a lot of the great musicians here. There's still a close friend of mine is Brad Bowder. He backed up Frank Sinatra at the Stardust.
Wow.
And my drummer, Al Greenwell, he was with a name band, Woody Herman, if you heard of that one. He was with them for about 20-some years. And he died a terrible death about 2 years ago. He was in the basement. The house next door caught fire. He lived down close to Central Avenue. And they found him about 10 feet from the door trying to get out.
Oh.
And that was a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. I also got acquainted with some musicians from the Guy Lombardo band, the bass player and the trumpet player.
Man. So what kind of music, I mean, you're obviously so active playing the music and heavy. What do you enjoy listening to? Like are you just a fan of all kinds of music? You like jazz? You listen to a little bit of everything, or?
I like Dixieland.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
But I like a good polka band, and there's no real good polka bands around anymore, because a good polka band is about a 10-piece band that has 2 trumpets, saxes, concertina or accordion, tuba, drums.
Wow. So the depth of all of those together is what makes that real polka.
Yeah.
Well, now have any of your kids taken it up, or is it just sort
They're all
of?
taking music through high school, but they didn't get into it like I did.
Not the accordion.
No, my daughters both did sax, and my son did trumpet.
Nice. But didn't stay with it, or do you guys all play when you get together?
No, they didn't stay with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they probably didn't want to, because I was hardly ever home, too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's
a
true.
musician, I mean, you think that lifestyle's, you're out and about.
Well, and being a barber.
You get home about 2 in the morning, and like on a weekend, in Green Bay, our union was strong. There was no barbering on weekends.
Oh,
Okay.
And so you sleep in about 9, 10 o'clock probably.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be my life if I could.
Well, that's cool. We're going to have to go see him at House
I
Murphy's.
agree.
Do they let you eat and drink over there for free while you perform? Do you get free food?
Well, first off, there's a law with the union, and it's not just the union, it's a state law that a musician cannot drink on stage.
You can't have any alcohol on stage.
Really? Always seems like they're drinking.
I've seen that, but I've
They're always
noticed.
sipping water.
That's
that?
it. Yeah.
But I bought I also had a nightclub for a few years,
Of course you do.
and my late wife, her and I had that supper club, but we didn't realize that we had bought it from the mafia.
In Green Bay?
Where was
Here?
the supper club? Where?
It was on 19th Avenue and just south of Cactus. It was called Betty Boop's.
Betty Boop's Supper Club.
Oh.
So you bought it from the mafia, but didn't know that.
No, but they'd been selling it every year for around $225,000, and they'd get you out of there. But my wife had enough money that we. But they did follow my son around in Green Bay and told me that he would be gone if I didn't. So we turned over everything. We had a home at the Biltmore. We had Lincoln Continentals. And
Seriously?
I
Whoa,
got-
this
I've-
is the best story.
We love the polka story, but this is
But
good.
I've got my son yet, and I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
We went in with another partner, and he's pushing up Cactus somewhere.
Oh, no.
What now? Okay.
Wait. Oh, we have a lot of questions. Okay.
Well, I don't want to get you in trouble or get in the. But what
Those
kind of
are-
mafia are we
those are-
talking about? Is it like East Coast, like Chicago mafia? What is it?
The
Like the
mafia is nationwide.
Nationwide. Nationwide mafia.
But wait, so you bought the place from them,
Right.
and then they wanted it all back.
And that's what they would do. They were selling it every year, getting 200 and some.
Oh, so
thousand every year.
their business model was to buy it and then shake you down, get it back, do the
That's
next
the
guy.
reason I know that you're not supposed to have drinks on the stage and different
Okay.
things. I know the law. Like a waitress, when she is through work, she cannot leave and come back in
Right.
that door. She has to go around and come in another way or something. There's
okay.
just a lot of.
Interesting. All right. But you had a business partner that didn't want to get out. He wanted to stay in it?
He didn't. I don't know what happened. He was had a kind of a short fuse, but he
Okay.
didn't.
Didn't.
He's no longer.
I mean,
This
did
is
he
unbelievable.
just like disappear? I've watched a lot of these crime
Yeah, he
shows.
disappeared.
Oh my!
My gosh.
How long ago was this?
This was in the actually the 80s.
Okay.
There you go.
And so you had a home in the Biltmore Circle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I hated it because they'd have different guards. Every time you went there, you had to pull out your billfold
Yeah.
and show ID to go home for lunch.
Yeah, but it is a beautiful
still
place
beautiful,
to live. Yeah.
Well,
Wow. Well, I'm glad your son's still with you.
yeah.
Yeah, he said if it didn't turn it over, then daughter's next.
Oh my goodness.
This is real stuff. You
Wait.
see this in the movies, and you're
Yes.
like, but I could see
In
it.
Phoenix?
I mean, you said it's everywhere.
Well, no, I believe you. I just.
Well, my late wife took a lot of pictures, and I had two detectives come and they looked at these pictures, and they'd say, "There's so and so from Buffalo. There's so and so from New York."
That would come to the.
To our restaurant,
Wow.
and
Is it.
they wanted us to come and see him in the police station the next day. I went there. They disappeared.
Who did?
Those detectives, they were gone.
This sounds like I'm glad you got out of this supper
Okay.
club.
Well, by giving them everything and living on
Yeah.
the street, basically, you know.
Wow. That
Isn't
is.
it? But you're here, and your
Yeah.
family's here. That's
Well,
what matters.
yeah,
And
that does
I'm not worried
matter.
about anything because I can't take anymore.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So we're going to be looking around when we
Well,
walk through the campus
This
now.
all started back. Do you get food when you play over at
Yeah.
House Murphy's?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Don't we have more questions?
we do, but I mean, this segment's
What?
unbelievable. Like, this should be like a 3-part series.
I know. Okay, so is
Well,
the restaurant still
before-
around?
No.
Okay.
There was a newsman that his car blew up here.
Yes.
Okay, that was connected all.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
No, I remember that story because it was at the
That
bank,
happened-
or
Yeah,
it
it
was
happened
at
before I got here, but
It was all part of that same
what was his
underground
name?
mafia.
I'm not going to say the name.
Don't say it. We're
Oh, well, I remember the name. It made the papers. I just
okay.
can't.
We're digging. We're deep here right now.
Okay.
Let's pull back.
Good thing I have
Let's talk
nothing
more
to
about
give.
polka.
Yeah. That's a safe
We went off
topic.
the rails.
Okay.
All right, so we've got 1 minute left. I would say if residents do want to see you for hair, is that something you're doing for some?
Right.
Okay.
And my daughter's real good at the computer. She's making cards.
Okay, all right. And where on campus are you living? You're over in Court
Court 7.
Okay.
And number 85.
Okay. Well,
And
there-
we don't let the mafia live here,
No.
so you're
No,
safe.
You're safe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Steve
Gino's
will
got
protect
this
you.
place on lock.
That's right.
There's no,
right.
they're not coming. For
No.
us.
No.
They're here.
You're on campus?
There was one that I know.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let's talk more about the Suns. How good are they doing?
oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, so final note, you're a Packer fan. The Packers going to have a good year. Aaron Rodgers, is he coming to my Broncos? What's going on?
Aaron will be back with the pack.
Oh,
No.
that's not the right answer. I want an inside source.
You wanted him playing
I want him being
you
with us.
guys.
He's
Yeah.
12 to lead us, just
He's
like Chris
awesome.
Paul. We need a veteran.
Well, my
Yeah.
wife became a big Brett Favre fan, and my son did Brett Favre's hair all the while that he was in Green Bay.
It's unbelievable.
And I can tell you something about Brett. They were when they went to the Super Bowl in '96.
Uh-huh.
Sports Illustrated came in and took all afternoon shots of my son doing Brett's hair and stuff. And anyway, they didn't use it, but Brett put together a nice big collage of all the pictures and gave them to my son for Christmas to
How
put in the
cool
shot.
is that?
Yeah.
And that was right before he lost to the Broncos in that Super Bowl.
No, he won that Super Bowl.
The next one. Just saying. All right, on that note, this has been fantastic.
Very
I feel
good.
like we need this whole spread in the new magazine.
I
Like we might
know.
need to do a whole profile
Okay.
in the magazine.
Let's.
We got from
But we're not
polka to
putting
the
our names
mafia.
on it.
From
Yeah.
polka to
And
the
he's
mafia.
still here.
He's
Well,
still
again,
here.
my liquor license, I went downtown to get it back. It's somewhere floating around.
Okay.
Oh man, maybe with your partner.
I think
Sorry.
we need too soon. We might need to get you to play in the Copper Club, though. Polka in the Copper Club. And Marvin
and we
can get on
dance.
it. I mean, we've got a lot going on. A lot of talent, music-wise, on this campus.
There's another accordion player here, and I've heard of sax player, I think.
Yeah, and there's a couple really good pianists.
Oh, yes.
I go to the church here, and
Yep.
and she's very good.
She is very good.
I've been around a lot of great pianists, and she is
very good.
right
And
up
I'm
there.
taking piano lessons just in case you need somebody
know.
who
You
can't
don't want to
play.
switch to accordion?
Hey, the piano's really winning with me right now, so.
All right, Bob, we really had fun. I mean, this
It was
went
so fun.
somewhere I
Thank
didn't think
you.
it was going to go, and we'll never get it back. But this was fantastic. Marlon, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, very cool. Okay, what a show.
That was fabulous.
I didn't see all that coming, from polka to mafia to House Murphys to the supper club.
Right. I think we would have had security around us if we
Covered a
hadn't
lot. We
seen
covered a
that.
lot.
Yes.
And that man, we might need a part 2, part 3, because I think he just tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg,
Lots
but
of
I want to
questions.
see him play. We're going to House Murphys.
Yeah.
Or Copper Club. We got to
Yeah.
make that happen. Okay.
Right. Okay.
We have.
Wait, we're not going to say go, Suns, because
Wait,
I
my
can't
bad.
see.
All right. Talk about it, Kay. You're wearing the glasses. Sons, what are you going to do? We're in the finals because of us and the Eddie Johnson love in the magazine. And we're pulling the strings. Puppet Masters. We're in the
Okay.
finals. We're going to win the whole thing.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Wait, real glasses.
This is real, absolutely critical. Okay?
Ready.
Everybody's excited. We know Magic Box Beta 3. We're pulling names right here.
Okay.
55 more names on the list.
But how many am I pulling?
We're gonna pull 4.
4. Okay.
4 names. Okay.
All right.
So again, we're pulling your name. We're gonna reach out to you to make sure you get your schedule. We get you signed up, etc. But these are the next 4 entrants.
Okay.
To the Magic Box Beta 3. Here we go. 4 names coming right now. Mike Bose, of course.
Yes, of course.
Poster child for Pip Golf. Mike
All right.
Bose, that's really good though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he needs the Magic Box.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Kay Baker. What? No.
Fake news.
Hazel Greenfield.
Hazel Greenfield. Oh, we love Hazel. All right, here we go.
All right.
Here we go. A lot of names in here, Kay. Do a good job. Mix them around. Mix them around.
Mel Pershing.
Mel Pershing. Okay. Very good. Boy, we got 2 of our Parkinson's group in there. Okay, here we go. Is this the last one? Hazel Powell. 2 Hazels.
We love the Hazels.
We got 2 Hazels.
Yes.
We do love Hazel. Okay. Hazel Powell, Hazel Greenfield, Mel Pershing, Mike Bose.
Yes.
Beta 3.
Kay Baker.
We'll call you. If you cannot participate in Beta 3, it is okay, and then we'll go on to the next name out of the hat. So, what a show.
What a show.
Beta 3. Names are pulled.
The
mean,
Suns.
The Suns. Polka. Mafia. It's been a full show, full episode. We appreciate you joining us.